Start sharing. Okay. Hope the screen is visible to all. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So we will go through all the theoretical topics today. Yeah. Okay. So first thing is we will see what are the developer app required. Yeah. What is the report viewer in which we need to host the reports once it is downloaded. Then we have its date cycle. Okay. Now, what do you mean by developer app is the URL that I have just shared with you, right? This URL. This is to download that developer application for the cloud-based service. Yeah. Now, what is cloud-based service? Anyone? So we have cloud server. And we have on-premises server. Yeah. Can anyone tell me what is cloud and what is on-premises? The difference between the two?
So on-premises is the physical server which is located at one location, and the cloud server is like centralized server which can be used across the globe, or we can deploy any application on. Because we can deploy any application on both, but uh, the main difference between premises on server is physical and cloud server is like virtual deployed application which can be used and
Right. Yeah. So um, let's say that I have an Excel file stored in my local D drive, right? So when I have that file with me, I need to share it with you. Yeah. So will you all be able to easily access that Excel file which is stored in my local drive?
no.
No. Right? Why? Because it is in my local system and my local system is not hosted on any of the cloud services or anywhere. Yeah. So that is restricted for my system only. Yeah. But if your systems are connected to the same network that I am in, and then I share that with you all, then you will be able to see. So for that, what you need is you need to be physically present near this location, or I need to share this. I need to host the server to some VPN platform, right? So that is what on-premises server is, where the physical servers are installed in a particular location and its reach is limited. That access is limited. Yeah, but uh, what the cloud server is accessible across the globe. Yeah, so wherever you go, if you have that credentials with you, the URL with you, you can easily go ahead, access it, browse the files as well. Yeah. Same example is for this OneDrive folder. Yeah. So this folder that I have shared with you, right? This folder has some Excel files. Yeah. Again, this is stored in my local system. If you see here, this is that folder for which I have shared you the link, right? You can easily download this Excel files by just going to this URL. Why? Because it is hosted onto the cloud. It is in my OneDrive, right? That's why you are able to easily access it, right? So that's the difference between cloud and on-premises. So why I have listed these two here is because for cloud and the on-premises, the application is different. Yeah, it's only the name is different. Um, both of them looks similar. Yeah, but the major differences between the update cycle, the version of the application differs. Okay, so few of the features may differ in both. Yeah, so let's see what the cloud service application is called as. Okay, so it is called as Power BI desktop. For the on-premises version, it is called as Power BI desktop underscore RS. Yeah, these are the developer application. Now, we are aware of the application now. Yeah, so the link that I have shared you is for the cloud version of the desktop. Yeah, why did I give you the cloud version is because the cloud version runs ahead of the report server version or the on-premises version. So with that, we would stay ahead of all the options or all the features that are there in Power BI Desktop. Okay. Now, what is the report viewer? Yeah. What do you mean by report viewer is once you build the complete report, yeah, you need to host it on a particular platform so that the report viewers or the end user would access or browse this report, right? So the platform on which you would host this report is called as the report viewer. Yeah. For the cloud services, we have Power BI service. Okay. It can be easily accessed through app.powerbi.com. Yeah. This is the report viewer, Power BI service dedicated for the cloud services. For the on-premises, it is called as Power BI report service. Okay. Yeah. So this is the two different report viewers that are there for the Power BI. Okay. Now, let's say that you have Power BI desktop report server version installed. Okay. So you have the capability to host that report to the report server. Yeah. If you have Power BI desktop, you can host it to Power BI service. Yeah. But here you have an additional capability. If you have the report server version, you can also host it to Power BI service. Yeah. So if you have the report server version, you can host the report both to Power BI report server and the Power BI service. Yeah. But if you have a Power BI desktop, you cannot host it to Power BI report server. Why it is that so? Because as we know that the report server version runs behind the Power BI desktop. That means all the features that are there in Power BI desktop, it might not be there or few of the features might be missing in the report server version. Yeah, that's why they haven't given the capability to host a report developed in Power BI desktop into the report server. Okay. Yeah, clear to hear everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now comes the update cycle. What do you mean by update cycle is that um, the Power BI desktop application gets an update from Microsoft every month. Yeah. So every month, either a new feature is added or an existing feature is updated. Yeah. That is what update cycle is. Yeah. So every month you will see after 10th of every month, there is an update coming from Power BI. Let's see if there was an update from the latest Power BI desktop. Okay, so if you see here, I have Microsoft. You can just easily search like this, Power BI desktop. Last month was May 2022, right? May 2022 update. Yeah. So Power BI lists all the latest summaries, latest update summaries one by one, and it explains and it also gives you a small video on how and what you can go ahead and use. Okay, so it gives you a complete blog for that month's update. Yeah, if you see here, Yeah, you have all months update. Yeah, this month's update would be coming after 5-10 days. Yeah, so right now it's just one update in June. But if you see in May 2022, you will see the on-premises data gateway has been updated. Yeah, Power BI report server has also got an update. Yeah, okay. So you will find the updates, like whenever the update appears, you can stay connected with powerbi.microsoft.com. Yeah, you can go to this section, or in the Google, you can just search Power BI desktop and then the month name and space update. When you search like that, you will get a complete article which lists all the features that are that has arrived to the latest Power BI desktop application. Okay. So the cloud's version of Power BI desktop will get an update every month. Yeah. The report server version gets an update thrice a year. Yeah, which is January, May, and September. Yeah. So recently May version. In May, you had an update for report server version. That's why just we right now we saw that if we go to May, you have Power BI report server May 2022 feature summary. Yeah, this is what happens with the report server. Yeah, so they have a fixed update cycle for both the applications. Yeah, so you can see that every month Power BI desktop gets updated. That's why it stays ahead of the report server version. Yeah. So this was about the applications and the versions of it. Yeah. Now let's talk about licenses. Yeah. To use Power BI desktop, it's completely free, lifetime free. This application, yeah, so the URL that I've shared will help you to install this one. Yeah, so this is the Power BI desktop. This is completely free to download, to use for lifetime. Yeah, it will not ask you to purchase any kind of license unless and until you have to share the report or collaborate with anyone else. Yeah. So if you're consuming the reports for yourself, yeah, that means you're building the report for only for you to view it. Yeah. Personal view. Then it is completely free. You don't need to purchase any kind of license for that. Okay. But when the licensing comes into picture is when you have to share the report with your colleagues or the end users or the report viewers who had requested this report for. Yeah. So let's say you can see this is the Power BI desktop. I will just close this pop-up. This is how Power BI desktop looks like. Yeah. So without any license purchase, without anything, you can simply download the application from the URL. Yeah. Let's say I need to download this one. Okay. So I can just go here. I can download this Power BI report server from here. Yeah. I've shared you the URL. If in case you miss that URL, you can just search like this, Power BI desktop download. Yeah, when you search like this, you will get the first link from powerbi.microsoft.com. Scroll down, don't download it, go to the advanced download option. Yeah, this is the URL that I have shared. You can click on download. Based on your system, if you have 32-bit system, go with this. If you have a 64-bit system, which commonly we all have, yeah, select that, click next and download it. Yeah, it would download that application for you. Yeah, and simply you can install without any issues. Yeah, the only prerequisite to install Power BI desktop is that you need the Windows operating system above 8. Yeah, if you have Windows 7 or less than that, you'll not be able to install Power BI desktop. Yeah, so you need Windows 8 or Windows 10 or Windows 11. Yeah, I'm using Windows 11 right now. Okay, so now Power BI desktop is free, right? If you want to host it to a report viewer, yeah, if you want to host it to the section, you would need Office 365 ID. Yeah. What is Office 365 ID? A work account or a school account. Okay. You cannot sign in to Power BI using your personal Gmail, Rediff Mail, Yahoo. Yeah, all this you cannot use to register or sign into Power BI. Okay, so you will need a work or school account. Yeah, no need to worry about that. For our practice, I would be creating an Office 365 ID for you all. Yeah, I will share that with you tomorrow, the credentials for it, and you can go ahead and use it for practice. Okay, so talking about the licenses. Yeah, now we know that the basic requirement is that we need Office 365 ID. Yeah, so we have three types of licenses. And for premium, we have two: premium per user and premium per. Okay, so actually, if you try to purchase, you will get three options: pro, premium per user, and premium per capacity. Why I have listed as free is free means if you have Office 365 ID, you can go ahead, yeah, publish the report for yourself in your same ID, and in Power BI service, you can browse that. What is Power BI service? That is, I'll show you this app.powerbi.com. Okay. This is app.powerbi.com. You can see that I am logged in here. Yeah. This is what Power BI service is. Yeah. You can see there are a few reports here published. Yeah. So these are the reports built by some of the batch members. They have published this report here, and this is what it looks like. Yeah. So this is the platform where the end users would go ahead and view the report. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now you have an idea of what the Power BI service looks like and what Power BI desktop looks like. Okay. So now talking about the license, if you have free, that means in short, we can say consume it for personal use. Okay. Why I call it as personal? Because you cannot share this report with anyone. You cannot share the URL with anyone. You cannot do anything. It's just for you. Yeah. Now, let's say I built a report. I need to share it with all four of you. Yeah. So if I have to share a report, I need a license. Yeah. So Pro license help me to share a report. Okay. Now, for you all to view this shared report, yeah, for you all to view this report that I just shared, you also need a license. So I'll say to view. Yeah. So if you have a Power BI Pro license, you'll be able to share a report. You'll be able to view a shared report. Okay. Power BI Premium per user. This can also share view. Yeah. Premium per capacity doesn't have the capability to share a report. It only has the capability to view. Okay. So if in order to share a report, you either need a pro license or you need a premium per user license. Okay. The next major feature is that pro license has 8 refresh per day. Yeah. What is 8 refresh? Yeah. Now, when you design a report and publish it to Power BI service, yeah, you cannot keep it static, right? In future, there might be an update to the data, yeah, at some point, right? So you need your report to be updated with the latest data that is coming from the data source. Let's say you have connected to a SQL server. SQL server is getting updated with the latest data every 2 days. So you need a refresh schedule for that. You need to automate this refresh, right? You don't have to manually refresh this in the Power BI service, but you have to configure or schedule a refresh for it. Yeah. In that case, again, you will need a license. And Pro license helps you to schedule 8 different times in a day or a week, right? When I say 8 different times means, let's say you scheduled one time at 8 a.m., then 10 a.m., 11, 12, like this. Yeah. So the count of refresh schedules that you can schedule is 8 in pro license. In premium, it is 48 times. Yeah. So you can assume that 48 times means every half an hour you can schedule a refresh. Yeah. For both the premiums, it is 48. For pro, it is only 8. Yeah. Coming to the pricing, pro license is 10 USD per user per month. So if we are 5 users who need to use the pro license, we would need to pay $10 per month for each. Yeah, so 5 users means $50 per month. Okay, that is the cost. For premium per user, it is 20 USD per user per month. Yeah, so $10 means it would be around 800 rupees. Yeah, this would be around 1600 rupees Indian currency. Yeah, premium per user, premium per capacity. This is not per user, but this is for the whole organization. So it costs you around 4,999 USD. Okay. USD per month. Yeah. So this is the cost per month. Yeah. Which comes around 3.6 lakhs. Yeah. That is what premium per capacity is. Yeah. The maximum count is not mentioned. You can have n number of users having the using the same premium licenses. Yeah, because it is per capacity license. You can assign this license to a complete workspace, and anyone in your organization can go ahead and view this report once you share with them. Yeah, then they don't need a license to view a report because everyone comes under premium capacity then once the organization purchases it. Okay, that's why this huge amount of pricing is involved if you are going with premium per capacity license. Yeah. Now, to list down more differences, I have a URL here. As I said, yeah, I quoted $4 more. It's only 4,995. Yeah. So these are the 3 licenses that you will see. These are the feature differences. Yeah. So we can access the mobile app. Yeah, we can access the report through the application Power BI. It is called as Power BI. You can download it from Play Store or App Store in Android phones. Yeah, so it is available. All the 3 licenses allow mobile app access. All the 3 licenses doesn't allow publish report. So this is what I was talking about. Yeah, so you can publish the report to share and collaborate. This is only for Power BI Pro and Premium per user. When I said to share, that is only available for these 2. Per capacity cannot share, right? That's why it is blank. Paginated reports. This is an upgrade to SSRS. Yeah, so Power BI has a paginated report as well. That is the RDL files you can build it. For that, again, you will need a premium license. Yeah. Here, which says consume content without a per user license. This is to view license that we just talked about. Yeah. So on-premises server that we talked, that would compulsorily need a premium per capacity license. Okay. Then you have the model size limit. What is model size? The data that you connect to a single Power BI file, it should not exceed above 1 GB if you're having a pro license, 100 GB for premium per user, 400 GB for premium per capacity. Yeah. The refresh rate, as I said, 8 times a day for pro, 48 for premiums. Okay, and rest is the list of the features. Yeah, you can see maximum storage 10 GB per user. So per user, each user can store up to 10 GB of data in his account. This is his account, right? This is the individual account. For this my workspace, he can store up to 10 GB of data. If he has a premium license, then he can store up to 100 TB. Okay. I'll share this URL also with you. You can go through it. Yeah. Once we are done with all the sessions. Okay. Why I'm saying that you can go through once we are done with all the sessions is because the features that are listed, we are going to learn what all are these. Yeah. In our future sessions. Then only you will be in a place to understand, okay, why we have to use pro license or why we have to use a premium license. Okay. Yeah. Understood the licensing types of Power BI. Any questions, anyone?
Sir, we are using license or free of cost. Or we can use your license
Yeah, I
for
have purchased the
interactive.
license for you. Yeah, I have purchased the license. The Office 365 ID that I'm going to give you is a pro license.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Okay, okay. Then no issue. Thank you.
Yep. So this was about the licenses. Then comes the data connection type. There are three types of connection: import, direct query, okay. What is import? You load the data into the PBI file. Yeah, PBI file has an extension of PBIX. Yeah, as you save an Excel file, it will be saved as an XLSX file or XLS file, right? Same way, when you create a report in this application and you save it, it is saved as .ppix file. Yeah. So what does import mode do is it loads the version of the data inside the Power BI file. So inside the PBIX file, a cached version of your data is stored. Okay. In direct query, only the connection string is stored. That means the data will not be stored inside a Power BI file as a version, right? It will be directly connected. Yeah. And still you can use all the features of Power BI. Live connection is, what does live connection means? It will also create a connection string. Yeah, it will also directly connect the data. It will not load anything inside Power BI, but it disables all the features in Power BI desktop. Yeah. When I say disable all the features, you can't do transformation. Yeah. You cannot create calculated columns. Yeah. You cannot add more data sources. Yeah. These kind of restrictions comes in when you go with live connection. Yeah. When I say add more data sources, this is possible with these two types of connection, import and direct query. Yeah. You may be not understanding this right now, but when we start developing our reports, when we start going through the sessions, I will walk you through and I will show you a live example of all the three. Yeah, what is the difference? What all features are disabled, what all we can see and what all we cannot see. In that, we will go through that. Okay. Yeah. This was about the data connection type. Any questions, anyone?
So, sir, using live connection, we can extract and transform and load data, correct?
We cannot do that with live connection. With import
Okay,
and direct query, you can do the ETL.
okay, okay, okay. Okay. For ETL, we can use import feature.
Import or direct query, yeah, both of them.
Okay, and we can access that raw file like .csv or anything.
Yeah, anything you can connect inside Power BI, you can do ETL inside Power BI, which will not affect your original data source, but you will get a formatted data inside Power BI.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. The next one is on-premises data gateway. Yeah, maybe let's skip on-premises data gateway because we will discuss this and we will learn how to configure it, how to install this when we are dealing with Power BI service topics. Okay, but this was all about the theoretical topics that we need to. Okay, okay, I'll close this. Yeah. Now coming to the Power BI desktop, once you install it, yeah, we need to connect to a data source in order to get started with developing the visual. Yeah. So the data sample that we have is we are going to use this financial sample, the first Excel file that we are going to connect to Power BI desktop. Yeah. So now as this is an Excel file, what you need to do in Power BI desktop is connect to that Excel file. Right? And how do you connect to any data source from Power BI desktop is you go to get data. Yeah, get data will list all the data sources that are there. You can click on more and you will see a lot more data sources listed. Yeah, so you can see there's a long list of data sources available. Yeah, from here you can go ahead, select Excel workbook and connect. Yeah, there is a shortcut to connect to Excel data sources as well. You can see import data from Excel here. Yeah, you can directly connect SQL Server. You can paste data into a blank table. That means you can create a table inside Power BI using this enter data. So you can manually create the columns, manually enter the values. Yeah, you can also try a sample data set from Power BI. Yeah, so we are going to connect to that Excel file using get data or this shortcut import data from Excel or the shortcut available here, Excel workbook. So let's go with this. Okay. This is the file that I need to connect. So I'll hit open. I will select the table that I need. So I need financials table. I check the box and I will hit load. Yeah, so this is the table that I need to go ahead. Yeah, so I'll load it here. It will take some time to load. There you go. And once it is loaded, on the extreme right hand side, you will see that table loaded here in the fields pane. Yeah, there you go. This is the table name, financials. If you expand it, you will see all the fields available here. Yeah. Okay. This is how you connect to a data source. Once it is connected, now comes the developing visualization. Yeah. How is that possible? It's very easy. Let's say I need to show total of sales by products. Okay, so for each product, how much is the total sales? That is what I need to find out. Yeah, so either I select a visual from this default selection. Yeah, for example, I can say bar chart and it would give me a blank template. And in that blank template, I can go ahead and add the fields like this. And my visualization is ready. So you don't have to do anything. Select a visual, select a measure and a dimension. Yeah, like select a value, the total of sales and a dimension. Yeah, a product, the distribution of that particular value. How do you want that distribution, by product or by segment or something else? Yeah, so you can use that. Yeah, this is one way. The other way is you don't even have to select a visual. Power BI has an AI built in it, so it will give you the suggestions that this is the best visual suited for your requirement. Yeah, so what you can do is you can simply select the measure, then select the dimension, and your visualization is ready. Yeah, this is for sales by product. Let's say I need to see something by country. Now country is a geographical dimension, right? So I need to see country wise gross sales. So you can see that it gave me a map visual. Yeah. So Power BI would give you a suggestion based on the selection that you make. Yeah. How did I create another visual? Quickly is that I don't select the visual. Yeah. So for example, I build this visual. So I'm at this selection. Now, if I go ahead and add some fields, what will happen? It will add into the existing visual. So if I need to create another visual, I click on the blank space. Yeah. So the selection is gone, right? Now I'm at the blank space. I can go ahead and add another visual. I can resize it using the mouse pointer. I can replace or change its position like this. Yeah. Again, I can resize it as per my requirement, and I can go ahead from there. Yeah. So this is how we build the visualization with 2 simple clicks. Okay. So now I have connected a data source. I have loaded some tables inside this. This is the Power BI file that we will be using continuously throughout our sessions. So let me save this file, right? So I'm going to save it to a folder for our batch. I'll create our batch folder, batch 38. Yeah. So I'm going to save this file here. Okay. Again, let me give you the URL of this batch 38 because here I will be storing all the recordings for all the sessions. I just created the folder. After today's session, I would load the recording file and then it would be available for you. Yeah. So I'm just sharing this link with you guys. That is our chat window. This is the OneDrive URL. Okay, this is a URL wherein you will find every day's recording and the Power BI file that we have just created. Okay, let's close this. Let's stop here for today. It was just an introduction. We still have 2 members who have not connected for some reasons today. Yeah, so we will start from tomorrow, the first session. Yeah, so from tomorrow it would all be practical. So I hope you all connect through a system from tomorrow. Okay,